I'm absolutely delighted now to be joined by Dr. Philip Muskin, who's chairman of the Scientific Program Committee. Well, Dr. Muskin, welcome.
Thank you very much. Welcome to New York.
Well, thank you very much. It's great to be here, isn't it?
It is. Weather's perfect. We're ready to go.
And you're inviting a record number of people this year.
Yes, so far there are more than 13,000 people in attendance at the meeting. I expect this to be one of the largest meetings in many, many years.
What attracts so many people here from so many countries?
Well, first of all, it's New York, the greatest city in the world. Second, it's the meeting itself. We're privileged to have people from over 40 countries attending the meeting this year, and really all around the globe. South America, Asia, Europe, Russia, it's really quite remarkable. But I think it's the meeting itself that really brings people here, the breadth of the meeting, things you will only hear if you come to this meeting.
So what are some of the things that you're most excited about yourself?
Let me list 3 or 4 true highlights. On Sunday at the opening session, we will really be privileged to hear from Eric Kandel, the only psychiatrist to win the Nobel Prize, who will be interviewed by Alan Alda, who everyone knows, and Dr. Lieberman, the president of the APA. I think that will be truly exciting as we hear about what's happening in science, how that will affect what we do as psychiatrists in taking care of our patients. Not to be missed. Another truly exciting thing, which everyone has heard, is the Vice President, Joseph Biden, has consented to address us on Monday at 2 o'clock. Now, some people are thinking, how will I get there? We have 9 remote sites, Hilton, Sheraton, Marriott, and 3 remote sites here in the convention center. I'm going to try to get to the session, but if you can't, stay where you are and enjoy the address. Another session that I think will be wonderful is Richard Kogan. Richard Kogan is a psychiatrist, professor at Cornell. He's also a concert pianist. He travels the world and plays, and he is so generous with his time. Almost every year he speaks about a famous composer who struggled with a psychiatric disorder. This year he'll speak about Sergei Rachmaninoff. Rachmaninoff was treated by a psychiatrist in Russia, Nikolai Dahl, and as a result he went from being totally dysfunctional for 3 years to becoming one of the greatest composers of his times, one of the greatest conductors of his times, and one of the greatest pianists of his times. And he dedicated his second piano concerto to Dr. Dahl. That will be at the Marriott and well worth hearing. And one other session, also on Monday, is a session in the afternoon by the dean at Columbia, Dr. Lee Goldstein. And Dr. Goldstein is a famous cardiologist. He'll be talking about cardiovascular disease and psychiatry. And if you think about it, think about from Eisenhower on, actually from Roosevelt on, how many of our presidents have either been afflicted by or died from cardiovascular disease. So again, a great session. But I want to be clear, this is a session that goes Saturday to Wednesday, full speed ahead. There's something every day, everywhere.
Let's just finish on that. Let's just talk about that. There's so much going on, and just touching on it, there's such a wealth of material. If I'm coming to the conference maybe for the first time, and I'm here in New York, and I've got so much, how do I figure out how to get the best out of my time?
That's a great question. Nowadays, everybody has an iPad or a phone, and so you can carry the entire program around with you. You don't need a book. Pick things that you know nothing about. Don't go to things where you're already an expert. Pick something you've never heard of, a disorder, perhaps something in real bench research. Go to things that expand your horizon, because I think one of the great things about this meeting is you can hear about things that you will not know anything about, and after you go to that talk or that symposium, you will hear from the experts in the area, and you might find yourself with not only a broadened horizon, a whole new area to pursue.
Well, it sounds great, and thank you ever so much indeed for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you so much.
And I hope you enjoy the conference. Thank you.
Thank you.